because of his retirement, because of his change in capacity from guide dog to pet, I thought that 2019 was the worst year ever. But then on the 7th of October, my princess bounded her way into life and it changed. It's Mel here. Welcome back to Mel's Blind Life, the YouTube channel all about blindness. This video is a special one today. As you saw by the title, I'm going to be looking back at 2019 and I'm going to talk about some of the highlights and some of the lowlights of the year. It has been a whirlwind year. There have been so many changes in my life, and you guys have been there for such a fun journey. So let's get started with thinking about some of the changes that have happened in the year, not just from a personal point of view, but also for this channel's point of view as well, because this channel has really grown this year as well. So when the year started in 2018-19 new year, I actually wrote a Facebook post on this day in 2018, sorry, about my YouTube channel and about how things were going. At that point on New Year's Eve 2018, I had 77 subscribers. To date, I have added 125, possibly 126 subscribers to this YouTube channel. When I checked my YouTube stats this morning, it was 192 subscribers. So you guys, that is absolutely awesome that this channel has grown by 125 subscribers. I can't thank you enough for subscribing to my channel and for joining me on this journey. And if you've been here for the whole time, thank you so much for your ongoing support. We've been here for just over 2 years now. If you're one of the newest subscribers, welcome to the family. You are as important as someone who's been here for the whole 2 years. So thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. You mean so much to me, each and every one of you. And that has been one of the, probably the first highlight of the year, has been the growth of my channel. I haven't even hit 200 subscribers yet. I may do that soon, I don't know. But I don't care if I've got 200 or 2 million. I still just value each and every one of you so much. You know, you are all a part of this community, this channel, this family. I love reading your comments on my videos and getting to know a bit more about you. And I love it when you guys post comments on my Instagram or like posts that I put up on Instagram. I also really enjoy it when someone finds me on Instagram and comes and clicks over to this channel, which is linked in my Instagram profile, and all my new videos are always put, the link to my new videos are always put in my bio on Instagram as soon as they come up. So thank you all so much for coming here from Instagram, or even the people who have subscribed since I did my video with my mum and her guide dog, or the people who have subscribed since I got Penny. You guys are just awesome, so thank you all so much. So that is the first positive thing that happened in 2019. First, I guess, negative thing that I want to talk about that happened this year was on February the 5th. It was probably the saddest day of the year, and that was the day that I pulled the pin on Darcy's career as a guide dog. For those of you who weren't here at the time, basically what happened was he had canine parvovirus in September of 2018, and he just was never able to work again after that properly. It was very stressful for him, it was very exhausting for him, and by probably about mid-January I really saw that working just wasn't any good for him anymore. So I contacted the guide dog school, and my instructor came up, and we sadly retired Darcy that day on the 5th of February. And that's why I'm wearing the shirt I'm wearing in this video, is because this year has been the year of Guide Dogs Victoria for me. So for those of you who can't see, I'm wearing a rather bright orange shirt with the Guide Dogs Victoria logo on it in this video. So it was really for me the year of the dog, because it started with Darcy's retirement, and it was a journey. It was a long journey. It was a tough journey. When he did retire, I was absolutely adamant that I would not get another guide dog, and that I was just going to wait it out until he was gone and then get a new dog. I think it took me about 2 weeks to change my mind on that, because I just saw how difficult things had become for me to move around in my community and everything without a guide dog. So when eventually I did decide to train with a new dog, I had to go through all the paperwork and everything again. It was a very long, very hard winter for me to get through all of the days and weeks and months of not having a guide dog, not being able to throw the harness on and just go for a walk, not being able to explore my local shops. There were just so many things that I had taken for granted, really, when I had a working guide dog, that I didn't have anymore when he retired, that I thought I would manage quite fine, but as it turned out, it didn't. So that was very, very stressful and very, very difficult. And because of his retirement, because of his change in capacity from guide dog to pet, I thought that 2019 was the worst year ever. But then on the 7th of October, my princess bounded her way into life and it changed. This doggo here, hello, is probably the most amazing thing that happened to me all year. And she really changed my life, and she brought me out of the pit of absolute despair and tragedy and everything that I was living through for several months. That I said at the beginning of the year, when Darcy, who is also lying on the couch here, when he retired wouldn't happen because I thought that I could do it, and I just found out that I just couldn't. So the year of the dog, definitely. Huh, Pen? Was it the year of the dog? Yes, it was. So my training in October with her was absolutely incredible. It was hard work, and it was tiring, and it was stressful, but it was also very rewarding and very challenging, and just made me feel whole again. Having a guide dog made me feel just like myself again, because for the 8 months that I didn't have a guide dog, I just felt so disjointed and discombobulated. I did a survey for a friend of mine into the benefits of guide dog mobility, and in that I said something along the lines of, when I travel without my guide dog, I feel like the bottom half of my left arm has been amputated, and as soon as I pick up that leash and harness again, my arm grows back. The legs, tail, head, eyes, and extreme love that belong on the end of it. So for me, getting this dog was just my return to myself, and I could feel like myself again when I got her, and when we became a partnership, and when I knew that we were going to get on okay. There was a period a couple of weeks ago, within the last week before Christmas, that I very, very seriously considered giving her back to the guide dog school, back to Guide Dogs Victoria, because of a few problems that we were having at home. And I think some of those problems were just related to me thinking that she was more settled here at home than she was, and just, you know, giving her a very loose rein when she wasn't quite ready for it. She's now got her head on my knees. You are too cute. So I'll do a video about that at another time, but that was probably the most positive thing that happened to me in 2019. But there were some other things that happened as well. Other absolutely exciting and amazing thing that happened in 2019 was my little boy, my buddy boy, who's trying to escape because he doesn't feel like cuddles right now. My buddy boy came home. Didn't you, buddy boy? Aw, but buddy, we need you for the video. Then, in the end of June, on about would have been the 26th or 27th of June, I picked up well, actually he was dropped off, but I got my youngest of my two cats, Xenon, and he, like Penny, has absolutely changed my life. He is just incredible. He's just my baby boy, and I love him to pieces, and he's just incredible, and he's probably the best cat I've ever seen. He follows me around like a little dog, and I can actually meow to him and he will come when he's meowed to, which is extremely cute. So getting him was really, really exciting. It's been the year of the expansion of what a friend of mine have facetiously called the Mildura Zoo, because we've doubled in amount of Caninus dogus guidus, or dog guides, that we have. We have also doubled in the amount of felines that we have. But unfortunately, it hasn't been a good year for the fish. Sadly, in about March or April, one of my 2 fish who I had purchased in April or May last year, 2018, was murdered. Tragically, unforgivingly murdered. That was Tickle, who got murdered. He was murdered by Sam, who is the elder of my 2 cats, and well, I call her the more cat-like of the 2 cats. She pushed the lid into the bottom of the tank, and she went fishing, and she got a fish out, and just proceeded to have him for lunch. At least that's about 99% certain of what happened. Are you leaving us, Pen? Both the dogs have now left me. So sadly, Speck was left on his own. In the same week, within maybe 2 or 3 days, I went to the pet shop and I bought a replacement for Speck, whose name I had no idea what to call him. Actually, my lovely mum who came up with that fish's name, because I was just calling him "What's your name?" all the time, or "What's his name?" So my mum actually was the one who suggested I should call him Watto, short for "What's your name?" So Watto sadly didn't have a very long life with us. He only lasted for probably about 6 months. I don't think I've actually told you guys this, but sadly Watto passed away while I was at Guide Dogs. So that was a bit of a tragic year for my fish. Speck is still alive and kicking, or is that swimming? He's got absolutely massive. He's a gorgeous, gorgeous boy. I'll insert some video of him here. So that was one of the sad, negative things about 2019. And I think we should end this video on a positive note. The only other positive thing that I can think of, that was extremely significant and everything about this year was just how many fun adventures I had. I went on 2 cruises. I spent 4 nights in my favorite place on board the Golden Princess. I spent 2 nights on the Golden Princess in April, and I spent 2 nights on the ship in October. I also planned my next cruise on the Golden Princess, which I'm doing in January, on the 30th of January, which I can't wait to share with you guys. I also travelled quite a bit around Victoria, probably not as much as I would have if I had had a guide dog, but that's just how things sort of roll. I took my first plane ride in about 6 years, which was only recently, and it was my first plane ride with Penny, so that was really, really exciting. I saw Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which was absolutely phenomenal and absolutely amazing. And I've just had so many adventures around here at home. I think I've grown a lot as a person as well. I've started to become a little bit more interested in things like image and, dressing up formally when I need to. I've always got my nails done now. which I am extremely grateful to my friend Michelle for doing my nails for me. That just means so much. I have had the sort of the epiphany, I guess, of the fact that as a young woman with a story to tell, if I don't look good, then no one's going to listen to my story. And the public speaking and motivational speaking business that I am trying so desperately to launch will not be successful if I don't look after myself in that regard. So I've learned a lot about that kind of thing. I never want to become one of those kind of people who won't go out without makeup, and I have absolutely no way of becoming like that, because it's just not my sort of thing. But I have learned about just looking nicer, and I'm trying really hard to do that. I have also just learnt to value what you have and not to beg for things. Don't beg God to give you what you want, because in actual fact, it's just all going to fade away when you pass away. And I think that has been one of the things that I've learned the most. I've been trying also really hard to value my friendships a lot better, and that has been one of the things that being on this channel has really helped me, was making connections with some of you guys, especially to Matt and to Joy and to Donna, and to those of you who I've been making a connection with over the last sort of 12 months or so. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey, and it's been so amazing getting to know you guys, and it's just been an awesome year. I guess the last thing I have to say is what is in store for this channel, for me as a person, for you guys as my subscribers in 2020. The answer is I have absolutely no idea. I mean, this is the YouTube channel all about blindness, so I don't have 2020 vision. But the thing that I can see in the future is I can see us becoming a bigger community, a bigger family here on YouTube. I can really see Penny growing as a guide dog. I can see Darcy enjoying his retirement, and even though sadly he is going to be getting older, I think he's going to enjoy his retirement a lot more in 2020. I think the other thing that's gonna happen for this channel next year is hopefully I'm going to get to do some really awesome collaborations with some really awesome people. Sadly, I can't say anything about that at this stage, but I'm just hoping that I will be able to, in 2020, to grow the channel, to do collaborations, to be involved in the YouTube community a lot more, and also to expand my horizons, both here in my physical community of Mildura and also my online community of this YouTube channel. So speaking of that online community, down in the description down below are links to all of my social medias. Please go check those out, everyone. Please go and follow me over on Instagram at Mel's Blind Life. Please go look for me on Facebook, also Mel's Blind Life. And I just thank you once again from the absolute bottom of my heart. I love you guys all so much. I hope you have a great New Year's Eve as well. It's about 8:30, maybe 8:45 here on New Year's Eve evening in Australia. And sad fact of my life, I'm probably just going to go to bed now. So thank you all so much for being here, for going through this journey of 2019 with me. I hope you have a great New Year's Eve, whatever you're doing to celebrate. Please stay safe in your New Year's celebrations. I know for those of you who are in Australia, possibly at parties or fireworks displays, there is the fear of sparks from fireworks starting fires. So please be careful with fireworks if you're in Australia, and really anywhere in the world that's dry. Please just be careful with fireworks. Don't do fireworks if you're not qualified to do it. For those of you in places like America and England, and just there's so many wonderful places that are around the world that you guys are in, stay safe, keep cool. And I was talking to my friend who is in New York, and it was, I think she said, about 10 degrees or something, and raining this afternoon, which would be the afternoon of the 30th. So that just sounds absolutely incredible to me. Hard to believe on a 45°C day that it's raining somewhere else in the world. So stay safe, have a great New Year celebration, and I will look forward very much to seeing everyone in 2020 and following this YouTube channel. And please remember to like this video, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to my channel, click the bell notifications to get more updates, and follow me on all my social medias linked below. And Happy New Year, stay safe, love you guys so much. Bye.